aha GhanaTube masana say magia akunya eyemu amodofo snowy miamini na ensem ne yankomu enya asem keto aye ne wo ho na chese insensemi attorney general eni omom kika ka ho eni omode nsemi ebeku ho eni ni ohun se ye de eye ato Forson akọ court eni ne kika ka ho se omo akose loss and I said lost to the state of Ghana yes because of some one or two in same year so any kululu be a go so financial loss to the state. That is the word profono no na esendo de egusua baba you say at Forson ya father say ono any minority for any parliament say no eba ekofo bebe kasa won say na mo NDC for pa eba the say na mo yes why would you do that and you send me the na enya asenketo aye na yehu Ghana ntina do for anu ye pa ye na yesan ekọ insemu eye attorney general I got for dame asan edin bi abeto no na say sana Ghana criminals so apart onu ka say you were criminals e wa hapo ko bi although omo opposition and as omo abemu but as omo person omo amase world no omo person munyeska you know that omo person say omo fa kwembia so na say omo amase wo ba yin na ni say si e pa o say bra na be di Ghana fu eni ma say you should seek for the betterment of the public general public of Ghana, not to make yourselves rich or anything. You are here to serve the people, not what make wealth for yourself. That is what it means. But if I'm not saying so especially Africans and Africans dear your leaders know we always have issues with them and you go for egg can say me no can I'm seeing say anas the video do so no can see economy or some videos be a better say and kofobi mo abemu are corrupt papa and you know anas na this sky na just waje na when you go at Forson in no making kind ensem no from say Ato Forson was criminally reckless and Tisano can say he has a case to answer. And the Attorney General is back on Ato Forson and say Mudi Skebi Ekoto ambulances and came was Mudi Skebi Ekoto ambulance no so back on ye who Ghana and say no I know I had it right almost and the Republic through the Attorney General has stated that the state has succeeded in establishing a case against all the accused persons, including former Deputy Minister for Finance, Dr. Ato Forson. In a criminal trial involving the supply of the state of vehicles unworthy to be used as ambulances in 2015. Arguing in written submission filed on 16th March 2023, the Attorney General Godfred Yeboadame submits that a consideration of the evidence led at the trial so far by the prosecution should easily lead to the conclusion that the prosecution has satisfied all the elements of the offences contained in charges preferred against the accused. And you see evidence this year see evidence no more but no evidence no and we shall not get it me use this evidence no but according to what Godfred and Canadian come say evidence here now is the evidence no I know and the Republic argues further that the evidence given originally by the prosecution's witness was buttressed by a large volume of documents directly confirming the truth of assertions made by the witnesses. The prosecution points out that the actions of the first accused, Dr. Ato Forson, directly led to financial loss to the state in the purchase of the vehicles purporting to the ambulances. By a letter dated 7th August 2014, signed by Dr. Ato Forson, the Bank of Ghana was urgently instructed to establish an irrevocable transferable letter of credit in the sum of a year to 3,950 million euros in favor of Big C General Trading LLC as payment for the ambulances to the Ministry of Health. The authorization for the LCs to be established resulted in the payment of a year to over 2,000 euros for the supply of vehicles by Big C General Trading LLC, which did not meet the description of an ambulance. Okay, a fact clearly established from the evidence on record. According to the prosecution, Dr. Forson's actions, judged in light of the terms of the contract governing the transaction, showed that he violated the duty he owed as a public officer, okay, with responsibility over the use of the public purse by virtue of his status as a deputy finance of Minister of Finance in 2014. His actions were criminally negligent and most unwarranted. Justifying why Dr. Ato Forson's actions were criminally negligent or reckless, the prosecution stated that Dr. Forson's instruction for LCs to be established were contrary to the terms of the ambulance contract. Okay, since none of the conditions set out in the contract before payment could be made, he had been satisfied. The Deputy Controller and Accountant General, replying on Dr. Forson's letter, wrote to the Bank of Ghana for payment to be made. After this, the vehicles were shipped contrary to the terms of the agreement. Unfortunately, when delivered, the vehicles were not fit to be described as ambulances. Okay, and although yes, say this gave Moses Cano, na it was in euros. I said the ambulance. Nah, just so ambulance Google Alpha, but after some more Jesus came on the ambulance. Ambulance, if you know, the cars are not fit, and the vehicles are not fit to be called ambulance. And I said vehicles for ambulance. And I said anything to go and say, and so we be all the so much discount to ambulance. And so we basically needed to Forson. As at that time, on we need to a ministry. A deputy minister of finance. Then he also on engaging was like also offer a year choir and so internet as criminals. We have to finance and no end. Was it is indisputable on the fact established at the trial that first accused action and omissions led to the loss of the state. And you know, and I'm so I'm a Ghana. She said, yeah, straight Sika the Attorney General further submitted that the first accused omission to respect the terms of the agreement between the parties showed area to willfully cause financial loss to the public. It can clearly be deduced that he desired to cause financial loss. Okay, that's what said or he foresaw the loss as virtually certain but took an unjustifiable risk of it, or he could foresee the loss as a probable consequence but elected to a unreasonable risk same, or he failed to exercise due care and attention and thereby caused a loss. In way and the adjectives are not describing the case of Dr. Ato Forson. When we said this could cause financial loss, but one taking risk and not in fact it's only baby. But this is another issue raised on Ato Forson's case and also did that now you show me say and for me you show me not your winya because other for GhanaTube for comment no ebukimi comment section na meje na makenkan the amount of so when you subscribe na open me subscribe ma me na afi so bell no so siso na insem no me di tuma when you the intem pass mo amodofo snowy magia me sisi ade makram.